I was thinking we could go
I'm going in the woods.
Are you actually recording?
No.
Oh.
My brother, Dylan Joseph Whitmer. We were inseparable since we were young, 2 years apart but acting as if we were equal in age. We stood firm in our faith together and always had each other's backs, always cracking jokes and having a good time wherever we were. Yes, of course, we had our bickering and arguments, but they never lasted more than a day. By the end, we were back to laughing and pranking each other. Our relationship as siblings was extremely special. We shared everything with each other and I loved it. But then something happened, April 18th, 2015. I was awoken by a call. I brushed it off. It was an early Saturday morning and I was not planning on waking up anytime soon. With a quick glance, I saw 5 missed calls and the 6th one coming in. Answering the phone aggravated, my dad responded with muffled words. He was speaking so fast and was trying to talk through the overwhelming emotions. All that I got out of the conversation was, "Dylan's been in a really bad crash and Christina's coming to pick you up. He's being flown to Atlantic City. Honey, it's bad. He looks really bad. You have to get here quick. It's bad." What? No. This is a dream. And if it's not that bad. He's probably just a little fender bender. It's just a little crash. Nothing to really worry about. During that time, I specifically remember feeling literally nothing. My whole life came to a screeching halt when all my life it was cruising down the highway. I go out to the living room and my cousin is at the door. My sister comes in and she fills me in with what little knowledge she has of the situation. On the way to the hospital, I had no idea what to expect. I was praying that my good night the night before was not a goodbye. When I got there, my whole extended family and friends were there. My stomach just dropped. I didn't take one more step. The whole waiting room got dead silent. My grandmother runs over to me with teary eyes and tissues. It gives me the same kind of hug that I gave my cousin. Am I too late? Was my good night really a goodbye? I walked into Dylan's room, and my mom and dad overflowed me with hugs and tears. I was still in shock and confusion until I saw my brother in the bed with tubes and wires all connected to him. His eye looked like it was literally blown up like a balloon, and the only movement in his body was his chest stiffly moving up and down from the machine breathing for him. And just like that, all of my emotions caused my heart to pound and my eyes to overflow. All that I could think of is I just lost my best friend. Not 12 hours ago, we were talking about the baseball game he played amazing in. Why is this happening to us? It's not supposed to end this way. I didn't even get to say goodbye. He was supposed to be that goofy uncle my kids get to share all those precious memories with. This isn't fair. Seconds turned into minutes, which turned into hours. Nurses and doctors shuffling in and out of his room, telling us that if he survives, he'll never be the same. And that's one big if. But our God is bigger. All hope seemed to fade away like the whispering wind in a silent valley. As I'm gripping his hand and singing his favorite songs over and over to him, sobbing turns into chuckling as the memory of our car ride karaokes take the place of the pain in my heart. The signs of a better future start appearing as we watch him open his eyes for the first time in weeks. As I heard him say, "Hey Savannah, how are you?" Like there's nothing wrong with him. His life-threatening surgeries were no longer big battles we were forced to fight. And believe me, he was nothing but a fighter. The road to recovery was long and exhausting. It was super delicate and temperamental. There were easily very low dips, but also easily very good times. Through all of it, I was preparing to say goodbye to my brother, my best friend. Goodbyes make you think. They make you realize what you've had, what you've lost, and what you've taken for granted. Now, every time I look at Dylan, it reminds me that life is a gift, and the very second we take it for granted could be the very second it gets taken away from us. I thank God every day for, yes, saving my brother, but for the life that he gave me. Life is not to be taken for granted, but to be thrived upon.
Your love is devoted, like a ring of solid gold, like a vow that is tested, like a covenant of old. And your love is enduring through the winter rain and beyond the horizon, with mercy yourself to me, and it's why I sing your praise.
Molly, what?